good. How are you? You okay? You all right there?
Yeah, I'm doing absolutely fantastic. I'm so sorry. I'm
No,
so
no, no, no,
sorry
no.
for leaving you out there.
No. You are totally fine. You are totally good. Listen, you didn't
Good.
know that was going to happen, but we'll get into that, Chad. We'll get into it.
Good. I'm glad.
We'll get into what happened. But yeah, anyway. So, how are you? How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Thanks. I'm doing pretty good. Enjoying the content today. It's flowing like normal. Yeah. How's
Yeah.
it going with you?
Yeah, not too bad. I've just been hanging out mostly today. I'm on vacation this week from my IRL job, so I've been just kind of hanging out, getting some stuff done around the house, running errands with the husband, normal shit. How about you? I know that you've been sick though too. Are you feeling any better?
Yeah, my to be fair, I was sick. I'm totally fine now. I just never ended up changing the actual stream title. But yeah, I'm feeling a lot better now. I'm feeling a lot
Okay.
better now. Yeah.
Was it?
Do you want to? I'm streaming as well. Do you want to introduce yourself to my audience?
Sure. Yeah, of course. Oh yeah, you are streaming. Okay. Hello, everybody. My name is KHuck. I am part of the KHuck cast, or I am the KHuck cast, I should say. And yeah, this is me. Hello, everybody. You've seen me in chat a couple of times when he streamed. I've been able to catch his stream. So yeah, you've seen me in chat. But yes, hello. But
And
no,
you
I'm
usually do like a lot of commentary stuff, right? You're kind of like in Burn the World's kind of Burn the World, kind of who else? Kind of People Riveter, that kind of side of things, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Bern and I do the Zeldacast together. We did that. Oh God, we've been doing that now since like the end of the year. It's moved from his channel to my channel now. We've been doing that together. He's a good dude. He's funny. He's a bit ornery, but what else is new? And yes, I've known Peepaw now for 3 years now almost. Met him.
It's good in a good amount of time though.
Yeah, met him in like 2022. He actually is one of the reasons why I am here, even though he doesn't like to hear it. It's true. Yeah, he's part of the reason why I'm here. So, or why I'm making content anyway. I've talked about it before, but we can get into that.
Inspiration, or kind of like you appeared on his stream quite a few times?
Well, a little bit of both. He actually, long story short, back in 2023, in like February, March of 2023, I auditioned for a podcast called The Broadcast, which is what Xylee Gets Real, Eva, and Bunny did for a while, or there was other people there too that I'm forgetting, Mystic and a few others. I'm not sure if you know who they are, that started the podcast, but I auditioned for them in 2023, and I got a lot of positive people saying that I did great and all that, and Peepaw was one of them. And so he helped me to get set up for streaming and stuff, and he actually bought me my first computer.
Very cute.
Yes.
That's very cute. I've heard he's done that for a few women. Is that no?
Well, not just women, but yeah, he's done that. He's done that for a few people. Yes. But yeah, he had a charity that he had for a while, that he had going for a while, that he would use the proceeds for to buy, content creators equipment if they needed it, or whatever they needed to get their content going and that kind of thing. So
yeah.
No,
don't worry. I like Peepaw. He's all right. Yeah.
Oh, I love Peepaw. In fact, that's how I found out about you, sir. Was actually through him. Oddly enough.
That's interesting. So, yeah.
I found out more about you. The first time that we talked, I think, was on EG's stream, right?
Or I think we happened to be in a Discord call at the same time. Yeah, I was. I think EG lately was streaming at the time. Yeah, and we had a quick like 5-minute chat, and then I think I had to go and do something else. But yeah. I think it was me and Morale, right?
Yeah, I think you and Morale had called in. I was actually getting interviewed by EG, and he's like, you know what? We're gonna call Morale. Okay. Okay, what's gonna happen here? And then you jumped in, and yeah, I think I had heard of you. Like, I had seen a couple of your streams beforehand. I think maybe a little bit, or maybe like a couple. I'm not sure, but yeah, I think that was the first time that you and I had talked. Yeah. Hello, Nate for the 5. Go ahead. He has a question. Do you want to answer this, or I can read it out if you want to?
Go on.
Okay. Why does Dickers always put extra effort into reading the girl parts of leaked Sex DMs. Also, why does he hide the fact he's...
So the reason I put extra effort into reading the girl part of DMs is because obviously I've got a very manly voice. I've got a very deep, very manly voice, okay?
True.
So to sound girly, I have to put a significant amount of effort into, like, making that believable. So that's why I have to put that effort. Also,
gotcha.
why do I hide that I'm Welsh? I'm not Welsh. But I grew up close to the Welsh border.
Now, if without like doxing yourself or anything, do you live in England, or have you said where exactly you're at?
Yeah, I live in England. I live in the
Okay.
south now. So I've moved from
Okay.
like the north / the I guess the Midlands to London.
Gotcha. Oh, are you right in the heart of London? Are you like right? Oh, I would love to go there so bad. Oh, that'd be amazing.
Yeah, it's like a pretty huge. I guess it's like huge and sprawling. So London is like what people think of for London is like a teeny tiny little area, but it's actually like a huge city. So yeah.
Oh yeah, but yeah. Well, did you grow up in like the country? I guess is the better way to put it. Is that what the Midlands are technically known to be as, or?
Well, it's kind of it's the middle of the way that because so Americans don't really have this, I guess, but we usually have. It's quite common to if you live kind of like suburban-y.
Yeah,
You don't. It's not really like it's just rows and rows of houses. It's like you'll have a town and there'll be a town center and all the shops are there and all the traffic is there and house prices are expensive there. But then you'll just have like broad expanses of countryside until the next like thing, right? But surrounding the town center, there'll be like like houses and more sparse like houses and pubs and stuff like that. And so
Gotcha.
yeah, I guess rather than having like this bit is the city, this bit is where all the commerce happens. This bit is just miles and miles and miles and miles. So yeah, kind of. It was cool. We'd be able to like go into I guess the city center or even the town center to be fair, and then do some shopping there. But it's like never be like 5 minutes away from like a forest. So yeah.
Oh, that's
pretty
cool.
nice.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'm in Missouri in the States, and I'm surrounded by depending on where you go, you can either have rows and rows of houses like what you were explaining, like you can all different like gas stations, stores, whatever, and then the next thing you know, you could be in farm country. You just never know. And you just hit 1K too, didn't you? Not that long ago. Did sometime this week, right?
Yeah. I think literally
awesome.
just a couple of days ago. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's been really good.
Yeah, well, I get what you Nate for
Nate
$5
super chatted
asked Stickers
$5.
why he rated all the women
why
in
he
his
rated all the
community
women
in
in
a
his
list
community in a list 1 to 20.
Okay,
Why did he
that's
only put one of his mods at the absolutely bottom?
First of all, Nate is donating that. Nate asked me to, okay? Nate asked me to. I started doing it, and then he paid like $50 to have the list like doubled in size, okay? So he can't really complain about that. And I only did it because another streamer had done it. I disavowed the misogyny, but then I also disavowed that it was highly inaccurate. So that is why. But it wasn't in my community, okay? It's not just... Oh, fucking hell. This is... Next question.
Why did he only... Oh, he follows it up with this. Why did he only put one of his mods at the absolute bottom?
Again, he said he'd pay me an extra $5 to do it. I'll give you an extra $5 if you put Babka at the bottom. And so, hence she ended up 20th on the list, unfortunately. Actually, I feel like me and Aiko didn't interact too much until I actually put her at number 1 on that list. So, yeah.
Can we
it worked out pretty well.
Can we see this list?
Let me have a gander. Do I still have it?
Now.
KHuck.
$5
star emoji. Super chatted $6.46. Why does Dickers have that gay look in his eye?
It was quite a while ago. Fuck. Does anybody have the list? I'm gonna have a look at my Discord. Somebody's got to have it.
Pseudo Dimitri, I hope I'm saying that right, for £5. Why does Dickers have that gay look in his eyes? Genuine journalistic question.
Why does he have that? I don't know. I get called a fucking theater kid, right? I get called gay. None of them are true. I've just got this. It's just me, okay? It's just my way. It's my soul.
It's like I said, I think it's your personality. Because I think you can be a bit, I mean, who can't be in this goddamn community, let's be honest. But I think that it's you're a bit eccentric and I get it.
Yeah.
But
Whimsical. We'll call it whimsical.
There you go. Yeah, whimsical. I like that. That's funny. But no, we did kind of talk about how you started watching like Beckett and stuff. But how did you get to start making content and into this wild ass community? What brought you here, sir?
So I guess initially, what brought me here? I guess that I'd always kind of dip between like commentary and like politics, or at least like drama and politics. Whether that dipped into commentary, you know. But I've kind of, I don't know, politics feels like it's starting to get a little bit, or I'm starting to get a little bit tired of it, or it's getting a little bit kind of, you know, serious, or you know, the content's just not as fun anymore. It's kind of, it's interesting. It's kind of like, you know, this kind of meat you can like dive into there if you're like for intellectual stimulation, I guess. But in terms of pure entertainment, it just gets a little bit kind of a little bit tiresome, or a little bit old, or kind of like worn out. And so, you know, Chud Logic ended up moving away from the Destiny orb and started moving into commentary and stuff. I kind of, at that point, it became like more of my media diet, and then I became known as a Chud Chatter, and I went on stream a couple times with Aiden and Moran. And then, I guess it was just a bit of a change in my life, and then I kind of thought that it'd be fun to have a go and just see, you know, if it could happen, or try and like have a go at myself. But and then ended up being not too bad at it. Yeah.
Yeah, because I think when I first Clammy Girls for the 5, KHuck pay poor Dickers 5 for his troubles. It's okay, Dickers. We keep trying to convince Diesel he's bi, even though he's straight. Thank you for the 5 cool anime girls.
You don't have to pay me anything. It's fine.
You know who Diesel is? FPS Diesel. That's who she's referring to.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Hello, Peepaw. Hey, does Dickers think he's a pretty boy? Do you think you're a pretty boy?
Oh, I don't think I'm a pretty boy. I don't call myself a pretty boy. No. I know he's said that. That's more of an old man term, I feel like.
Oh.
Or if it's just a closeted way to call somebody gay. Those are the two options. He's either homophobic or old. He's got to pick one.
Peepaw is not homophobic, not in any way, shape, or form. No.
Oof,
No.
I guess we know what it is then.
He's old. Yeah, well, that's not anything new. He'll tell you that. Is he still studying his Shakespeare? What? You're studying Shakespeare? What? What does he mean?
No, I'm not. Okay. Fucking hell. Because you remember when I first, you remember when I first DM'd people to see if you wanted to come on my live stream and argue with me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I think it's a reference to that. I started writing to him in Shakespearean English. I can't even remember why. I think I thought it was funny at the time, but then he kind of mocked me for it. So yeah. Oh.
That's funny. When you wanted to argue with him. Well, okay.
Well, yeah.
That's funny. Well, why did you want to argue with him, or what were you expecting? Were you expecting an argument, or what?
A little bit. So I'd had a little bit of a misunderstanding, I guess, with what would it be? I guess Tommy C, where he thought that I was trying to like set him up or like trick him.
Yes,
in some sense.
About this. Yes.
And so I released a Twitter video, basically, I guess, with me wrapped in a towel, pretending to be a terrorist, and saying that me and the Chud boys were going to come and get him, because he thought that me and Queeman and I think somebody else were all in like cahoots together to like take him down, which was just a little bit kind of like conspiracy brained. But I was released that, taking the piss out of that, and it just ended up with, you know, I released that, atted him, and then people just called me a theatre kid out of nowhere.
Yes.
It was the only response, and I felt personally aggrieved by that. So I tried to see if I could fuck with him. It turns out I couldn't fuck with him. And so eventually I had to admit defeat.
No, Tommy does get conspiracy brain. Yes, that's true. He does. But no, I do remember that, because I think we were talking one day. I was, again, like I said, I was aware of you, but I didn't really fully know. I had heard some things about how you were up and coming, and and all that, and how you were starting to make content, and he mentioned something about you being a theater kid, and I'm like, what? And then that's when he sent me the video that you made about Tommy
if you want,
with you wrapped in the sheet.
One sec, I'll stream it to you on Discord. I don't know if you want to pull it up on your stream as well. Sure. Mm-hmm. I guess I can play it just in case people haven't. In case people haven't seen it, give me 2 seconds.
I was gonna say, let's play that. I think I was gonna say, let's go ahead and play that. That's fun. Yep, I'm in.
Fuck. There we go. Fantastic.
Yeah, I've seen this.
Total hack. Okay, so There we are. So I edited that together in about like 20 minutes or something. But I thought it was I tried because this footage came from. I originally tried to do it on stream, but I didn't take into account that it's very, very hard to hear somebody if they've got a towel double wrapped around their mouth.
Very true.
And so on my stream, it just came out as like.
Oh, so you sound like a Charlie Brown teacher. Okay, good. Continue.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
So I went back and I edited. Oh my god! I think this is a like. I haven't told anyone about this actually. The audio from this comes from an Islamic lecture, a lecture on the Islamic faith that I've like put through a voice changer to make it sound like it's coming through like a radio, or like to make it sound low quality.
Oh, okay.
And then I've added obviously effects and music in the background to make it look like something that might come out of Syria.
Yeah, not a theater kid. Really? Really?
Well, here we are, because how the fuck do you find it? There's no quote tweets yet. Or did he comment it? Did he delete it?
Who, people?
Oh, anyway, he fucking quote retweeted it or something, and just said, not another theater kid. No. He said something like that. And so, yeah. I felt very, very... listen, I was leading a crusade, okay? I was leading a crusade at the time, and I felt like somebody was mocking me quite viciously. Oh, but I thought that he had no idea of the context. It's like, this, who the fuck is this retard? He's fucking weighing into this shit. He's got no fucking clue what's even going on in this drama. Fuck, I'm gonna fuck with him. He fucked with me back too hard, okay?
Yes, that's what Peepaw does. Yeah. But I know that obviously you get along with him. He came onto your stream and you guys, that was a good conversation. That was a pretty funny conversation, by the way. Yeah, I've seen that. That was actually really fun. But no.
He was a really, really nice guy, yeah.
Yeah. And then you probably were like, shit, I can't fuck with him now, damn it.
Well, the whole thing was he'd obviously won so fucking hard that even before I'd spoken to him on live stream, I just had to say, I've lost. Guys, I've lost. I have to admit it. And then he came on stream and he was magnanimous in victory. Yes. He's a really nice guy. Really nice guy, yeah.
He's in waiting actually right now. Want to pull him in? Hi.
How you doing, bud?
I'm doing pretty good, thanks, mate. I'm doing pretty good. I haven't heard from you in a little while.
Well, I know you left me on red. I sent you a DM in the Twitter, and you just left me on red. I feel like some heartbroken teenager, Come on, man.
Is that true? 1 second,
yeah.
I'm gonna have a gap. Fuck. I didn't know about this. I'm so sorry, mate.
That's all right.
I hate Twitch.
Yeah, well, I don't blame you. It's pretty AIDS, so for the most part.
Twitter is AIDS, 100%. Yes, I agree. Pause a bit loud. Okay, God. Let me turn it down a little bit. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Here you are. Yeah. You're almost amusing. Keep working on it. I'm sure you will get there with enough practice. Did you just want me to read that DM out again?
Yes.
You shut the fuck up. You're such a
I love it.
Most British people tend to be a little bit pompous, but you don't. Mm-hmm. You're pretty cool. I actually like you.
Yeah. I'm glad. Because dude, I don't think I said, but I think I did say in my coverage when I went over it. I think when I was shit talking, I was like, I'll make this Shakespearean a little bit, easier to read, because I don't think he's very educated. But then I watched you when you reacted to it, and I was like, oh no, this feels so much harsher. No, I'm seeing the reaction of the guy. I feel so bad. Because I thought I was saying this to my, at the time, 30 viewer stream or whatever. We were just, you know what I mean?
I didn't think you, I didn't take it as serious. I thought it was just, I love shit talking back and forth a little bit every now and then. As long as it don't get too serious. If it starts getting serious, then I'm out. So.
Yeah.
Peepaw's a shit disturber. He knows it too.
That's good.
Yeah. The good news is, and I don't know if you're abreast to the latest, but the good news is your buddy Tommy has embraced the meme, right?
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah. On I think it was his last stream. He totally embraced the meme about with who was that you guys were going after him about?
What
was it?
Yes. Was it Kinetic Cal?
Yeah. That's her. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. He's totally on board now. He's totally embraced the meme. So
he did it in the worst. I feel like after months and months of defending himself. What was the tweet? I got sent the tweet by 5 different people it was that kind of like, oh my god, is he what's going on? He said he was cheating on his wife with Kel.
Yeah, I saw that too.
You know,
nobody raised this as a joke.
Yeah.
But here we are. I've been cheating on my wife with Kel for 6 months now.
Yeah.
Well, she is well over 40. I'm only a man. What can I do? Like, dude.
Yeah, I saw that too. Yeah.
I like Tommy. I do. I've been following Tommy since probably about 2015 or so, and so when you was taking it, I didn't know I knew everything. I knew what the whole drama was about. I knew everything. I was like, okay, I'm gonna rope-a-dope him a little bit. I'm gonna rope-a-dope him, get him in, and kind of work him up, bust him up a little bit inside. But no, Tommy. I can't say nothing because I handle situations poorly myself from time to time. So I think it's because I'm just too much of a normie. I think is probably the best way to, because a lot of the stuff I don't understand, a lot of the lingo and the things that go on online. But when I saw that and I saw Tommy come out with that video, I was like, oh, come on, Tommy, no. Even I can see this, and I'm older than Tommy.
I don't know.
But
I
you
feel
know
like
what?
his appreciation for the content has kind of worn out personally, and so I just don't think it's worth it for him to put up with the annoyance.
But you know what?
I
totally understand where Tommy's coming from these days. I don't cover that stuff anymore either. I just can't. I'm so over all that shit, and that's why I probably don't stream, but maybe once or twice a week anymore, because I just get tired. It's the same old crap over and over and over again, and I get nauseated talking about it. So if I can't,
difficult,
everything these days is it's all about, did somebody sexually assault somebody? Did somebody who's being accused of some sort of inappropriateness with an underage person?
Very high.
It's all it's just deviant shit. And it's not even, if it was just like furries or something, if we were just shitting on furries, okay, fine, I'll shit on a furry. It's no big deal. I don't have a problem with that. That's just your run of the mill deviancy shit, right?
Yeah.
But this goes so much past it, and but that's why
I hear you.
Yeah. But no, I wanted because I don't know if we ever really kind of said it, but I was going to let you know that I quite like your content. You're an entertaining bloke. I like you, man. So
hey, thank you. I'm glad I've improved from, what was it, the 24th of January. I'm very, very glad.
Yeah, in the 2 months.
I finally got there.
Yeah,
I got
exactly.
the approval.
Yeah,
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Anyway, you guys have a wonderful stream. I don't want to derail it any further. This is KHuck's interview with you and everything, but you guys have a good evening, and I'll catch you later.
Okay, thank you, people.
No, I appreciate it. Cheers, man. Catch you later.
Yeah.
Bye.
I've taken a little peek at your your live chat and noticed that Nate is incessant.
Yes.
With with some particular questions.
Yes, I was going to read the last two that he did. Yes. Nate the first one for Nate for 5. Ask if he ever plans to finish his live reading of My Immortal. We need to hear the rest of Ebony's story.
I do, in fact. I've been chit-chatting with Dimitri, and I think there's some kind of conversation about whether it's going to happen tomorrow, in fact, because that is something that I do need to finish, yeah.
Oh.
Because I think Nate donated for that, and then we never ended up finishing it. But Nate donated so much that I kind of felt bad not finishing it, so...
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah,
I don't blame you. And Nate for 5 again, last one. Ask Dickers about his appreciation for FTMs, also his self-diagnosed dyslexia trouble.
Okay, so... Fucking hell. Nate, this is a common theme with Nate, okay? This is a common... Fuck me. Okay, so I said one time, we had a conversation about FTMs, female to male trans people, okay?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And how that's like an appealing aesthetic.
So...
How much can I say, okay? I like tomboys, and they're basically like... It's tomboyish, okay? What do you want me to say? I like trans men.
Well, there you go.
Oh, and on my self-diagnosed dyslexia. Listen, It's not self-diagnosed, okay? My mum took me to somebody as a kid. I do unfortunately have dyslexia.
Oh no!
It's not too bad though. It's not too bad, but yeah.
I think we all, you know what, to be honest with you, I think we all at some point have, in some way, shape, or form, dyslexia. I'm just saying. I mean, I'm just saying, just like how I have a theory. I have well, I don't know if it's an actual theory or not, but I would say that half of the people in this community have autism, and I go with dyslexia too.
I mean, you're probably right. You're almost certainly right on the autism point. But yeah, I mean, to be fair, it's like, I guess with dyslexia, it is a little bit annoying sometimes. But I feel like it's whatever. You just learn like different ways. For me, it's like if I'm reading aloud, then it might be a little bit kind of jittery or whatever. But when I'm reading personally, like you know, I've got to like the level where I'm studying for a PhD. You know, I can read in my own head like super quick, and it's like that's totally fine for me. But yeah, reading aloud, especially when you've got it's hard to focus because you've got other things happening on stream or whatever. So I can sound clunky sometimes.
Yeah, no, I can too. Yeah. I can too. It happens. It happens. So anyway, before Peepaw was wonderful enough to call in, I was hoping that he would actually. I was hoping that you two would have an interaction because I thought it was very wholesome the interaction that you two had. But so you said earlier that you had started out in like with watching Chud Logic and then eventually you found Beckett and stuff. But what made you want to start up your own channel? What motivated you to do so? Was it just seeing what Chud was getting, the interactions, or what was it exactly?
So I think for me, I feel like I like I feel like I like the migration of people from what's it called? I like the migration from like Twitch poll then into like commentary because I like that style of like discussing things and like feeling like people are ready to get into the nitty-gritty or talk about like ethics and stuff and that kind of, you know, conversation. I like all that personally. I like all that. But I feel like there was a level beyond that people could go into if they wanted to. But I feel like some of the Twitch hole people, it wasn't hardcore Twitch hole people. It was maybe people who were on the fringes. I mean, Chud just covered drama, and I don't think he likes any of the philosophy stuff. But I really like that kind of like, I guess, like sitting down and like really thinking through, looking at like all the evidence you've compiled, maybe creating a document privately and kind of really trying to form like a cohesive opinion on something. I really like that. Like thinking through a situation, maybe some of the nuances, the complexities, arguing with different people, like different sides that each people are seeing, you know what I mean? Yeah, I kind of like that kind of stuff.
Okay, hold on. Let me show this. Hold on. Give me 1 second here. There you go. There you go, chat. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I absolutely love this. So who made this for you? Who made this?
It was Miratazapine. Let's name and shame.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay.
No, she's made a few things like in terms of art for me. In fact, on my kind of Discord reactive on your stream will be able to see it. Kind of, I guess it's actually, oh my god, all of these things are me in this shirt. I didn't even realize. This is the exact shirt that all the things are like,
oh my god, it is.
Gay,
oh my god.
Me when I'm like thinking or whatever. Yeah, so it's fully cohesive now.
That's hilarious.
But yeah, it was, she made that for me as well. She's made quite a few things. She's really, really good. She's really, really good.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, that's hilarious. Yeah. No, I love this very, very much. That's what stood out for me with you was this thumbnails, and I'm like, okay, so he's sassy, okay? No! Or he just has this thumbnail just because he just feels like it. I love it, though. I absolutely love it.
Yeah, that's the thing. Initially, I had it because I thought it would be like funny and it'd be something to laugh at. Funny. But I think people started seeing that as like more of my brand than maybe I wanted them to. It was just supposed to be a meme image.
Well, but yeah, has any of you bring it back? Has it been requested? That you bring it back?
I mean, speaking of Tipster specifically came into chat one time to request that I bring back quote the gay thumbnail. So it's seen some popular. Some people miss it.
No,
I don't know. I will though.
That's not why Tipster wanted to talk to you, though, is it? Or was that one of the reasons why?
I don't know. I don't know if he thought he was going to call in and speak to a sassy femboy. Maybe that's it. Maybe he'd watch it more often if I did.
Jesus Who knows? Christ. Maybe. I mean, you know what I would do? Do it as like an experiment, right? Do it for like a week or two, see how it works out, and then see if he interacts with you. If you're really curious about it, I don't know. That's up to you. I thought it would be fun.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I have to think about that.
Again, you don't have to. We're just fucking around. Well, speaking
I know.
Speaking of like Tipster, I know that like you said, you've talked with him, and how much of like his reputation did you know prior to like talking to him? Did you know everything? Like what
I feel like I knew everything pretty well.
Yeah.
Like a lot of the drama and a lot of the fallout and stuff. His kind of move into kind of talking about politics and becoming like closely associated with Keffels, his defense of Vosh, ill-considered as it was, his defense of Keffels, ill-considered as I believe that was, although apparently he's come on and he said to me on stream that the stuff that he knows from behind the scenes that people don't know because it's not public yet. Mm-hmm. Whether that's true and whether we're going to see that over the next few months with Keffel return and stuff, I'm not sure.
I was going to say, I'm sure that you saw that Keffels came back, or she's going to be coming back apparently. She, I guess, said on her Blue Sky, I don't think that she's on Twitter anymore, that she's going to stream when she can or when she feels like it, because now she's on medication and all of that, which, okay, I don't know how much of that I truly want to believe, though, to be honest with you.
I mean, if she's coming out to say she's like on medication and that's why she's coming back, I think that's fair enough. Because what I thought initially her reasoning was going to be, and I think Keffels a few months ago would have gone with this, is that Xander Hall is saying that he might quit, and he in his he can't log into his YouTube account anymore. Right?
I saw that too. And oh my god.
Well, I don't know if you know actually, but in the law, I guess she said that the reason why she was leaving was because of Xander Hall coming out on his Discord and those Discord messages leaking, where he's like, "You've got to find Keffel's address for me. You've got to. I'm gonna kill her. I'm gonna go and kill her." Right? Mm-hmm. She said that was the reason why she left, which was cope and not true, in my opinion. In my opinion, but yeah. So I thought that PR reasons, she'd probably blame. She'd probably say that Xander Hall's quitting now. People are not watching him as much. I kind of feel safer coming back. But I mean, she's coming back and saying she's on medication. I kind of take that as read. I think she's probably being genuine with that. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, I mean, the least that we can do with it, and again, people are going to criticize her no matter what she does, right? Anybody that finds out about Keffels, and it's very rare to find anybody that doesn't know about her to a certain degree. Mm-hmm. She's going to get mocked. She's going to get made fun of because of what she has done. So her coming back is not anything surprising. And if she is on some type of medication, if she is doing better, then okay, good for her. But again, I don't know if I genuinely buy that, though, to be honest with you. But we'll have to wait and see, I guess. I don't know. Because we can only go off of what she's saying, and her word is not very credible. So I don't know.
That's true.
I don't know. We'll just have to wait
so.
And see.
I guess so. Yeah, I guess my take would be like, as much as you might dislike Keffels for whatever, drama stuff or whatever, she's said before that she struggles with depression, and maybe you could plausibly kind of say, not to excuse anything obviously, but as an explanation, that may be kind of what's caused some of those moments of neuroticism, I guess. And so if she's getting help, that's probably good for her online presence, and probably good for good for her, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, again, I've always said this, not just about Keffels, but about anybody. Anybody that is going through a mental breakdown or having mental illness, and if they legitly are trying to get help, and if they really want to better themselves, then I'm all for it, obviously. To take care of you, do what you got to do. Maybe that break will help. I don't know. I sincerely doubt it, though. I'm just saying, just based upon past experience with her, I don't know. Something in the pit of my stomach is telling me that something will happen soon again, and then she's gonna leave again, and the cycle is gonna repeat itself. Maybe it won't. We don't know. But But I'm all for people that actually do want to get help and are mentally trying to better themselves. I'm all for that. Absolutely. And we can only go off of what she says or what happens. So again, we'll just have to wait and see. There's going to be a million eyes on her, probably even more than what there already were, possibly. But yeah, I don't know.
Speaking of there being a million eyes on her, did you see that she's tasing herself?
Yes, I saw that too. Yeah.
In comeback content?
Yeah.
We'll see how that plays out for her.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes. That's fucking hell. That's not a good way to show that you're mentally stable there, ma'am. I'm just saying. That's not
She just seems absolutely desperate to get some attention again. Because after the kind of break that she's taken, I don't know. I feel like politics viewers are very sticky, right?
Yeah.
As soon as a politics streamer like gets a viewer, they'll probably be around them for like significantly longer than for a viewer of a different type of content. But if you lose them and they move away, they're probably quite hard to regain. That's my take. That's my kind of read on it. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's tasing. I'm sorry. Listen, you're tasing yourself on a live stream. I'm sorry, but that does not show that you are mentally stable. Or
yeah, that's fair. That's hard to get over, to be fair.
Sounds like that you got some issues still working out there for. Listen, I don't care how much anybody would pay me. I would not taser myself. Oh, I don't have. Well, actually, I do have one. I would not taser myself on a live stream. It's not happening. No.
Really, nobody could pay you enough.
No, I get
$100 right now. No, tase yourself.
No. Listen, dude,
Man.
I've been offered anyway. I've been offered the N-word pass. I have been offered the K-word pass. Okay, I have been offered all these the F-word pass. I've been offered all these passes. I won't do it. Nope.
Jesus Christ. I mean, that might be a good idea, to be fair. That's probably a good idea to, like, withdraw from that or hold back.
Yeah, no.
Oh, especially as a Southerner. It's hard to get it away even if you've got a Californian accent. But the N-word with a Southern accent, I feel that's...
Yeah. No, well, I'm from the Midwest, and I'm near St. Louis. And I grew up in St. Louis, so... that the N-word and stuff was passed around quite a bit back in the day. Probably still is. And I would hear my fair share of it, and that's one of the reasons why probably I won't ever use it, but no, I can't. Yes, nicotine, Olivia. Nicotine. We're going to go with nicotine.
Oh my god, dude. I was so fucking... I thought I was going to have to end the call. Jesus Christ.
Why?
Well, you said nicotine. And I was tense.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Nate says this person... Nate, thank you for the 5. This person's been way cooler than Xylee. Xylee 1. Rare example of sequel being better. So do you come from Xylee, or you like Xylee? I don't know what association with Xylee, or is he saying that just because of the similar accent?
Yes and no. Accent, no. I'm from the Midwest, so I'm not Southern. Although I do have family that is Southern, so that I don't know if that counts or not. But yes and no. I did kind of come from Xylee's community. I did watch her prior to making content, and like I said, because of the audition that I had with the broadcast that she was a part of at the time, that's how I am associated with her, I guess, in a way. But she's been on here a couple of times too. But now she's
that's cool.
She's been on here 3-4 times, something like that. I think just one was for an interview, and the other times were just to hang out and whatnot. But no, I talk to Xylee on occasion when I can, but now she's in the Low-Cow Live universe. I don't know if you know that or not. So she's been in the trenches of that for like the last couple of months. Did you see, speaking of which, and I was going to bring this up anyway, did you see anything with like Fat Camp or anything like that? Did you follow any of that by chance?
The only thing that I followed from that is when Wings hit his wife and Keemstar.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I actually had a little bit of an embarrassing take on that, because initially I was watching it and I was like, what? I can't believe these people are like out here on the couch speculating about it. This is insane. They're way overplaying what has happened here. This is like, these are all Keemstar's employees after falling out between Keemstar and Wings, and all those employees are going like, oh my god, this Wings guy is so bad. This Wing guy is so bad. Like, this obviously seems like a power play. Like, no way is this video clip that bad. But then I saw the video clip of them in the car, and I was like, oh no. Never mind. I've got to take the L live on air. Never mind. I should have watched this beforehand, but yeah.
Yeah, it's...
tricky.
Well, I think I was with you too initially, because, again, with everything that's Low-Cow Live related, you just never know what's real, what isn't, what gets played up, what doesn't get played up. It's a gamble regardless. But I think when I saw the video first, I think that I didn't see it live, but I saw like different people covering it at the time when it was happening, and I saw it for myself, and I was like, oh no, he pushed her, 100% pushed her. But we covered it the other night here about, what our thoughts were about it. And apparently, and I don't know if you heard this or not, but apparently he's going to be taking anger management, and he is on temporary suspension. He's not fired. He was fired at one point, but now he's just suspended. Yeah. I don't know how I feel about that.
I do want to get into that. Just give me 2 seconds to take a pee break. I'm so sorry.
No, go ahead.
I do have thoughts on that. Look after my stream, okay? Chit chat, sorry.
Okay. I'm on it. I got both chats. I got you. You're good. Hello, Dicker's chat, by the way. Hi. I will chit chat. What did Wookie do now? What did he do? But now that we don't have to. Xylee did not die, Wookie. Nice try. Let me pull up Dicker's chat here. Hold on, give me just a second. Going on my phone to do this, so I apologize. Oh, he's just being Wookie? Okay, cool. Okay. So nothing new. Hello, Dicker's chat. Wait, are we talking about pee now? No, we're not talking about pee. Hey KHuck, you're far too wholesome and cute for your own good. Well, thank you, Kelly Marie Appleby. I love your name. I appreciate that. Thank you. Sorry, chat. I'm reading Dicker's chat at the moment. I pulled it up to entertain them, I guess. Thank you. I appreciate that. She was just robbing dairy farms again for the milk. True. Dictators would be funnier. True. Oh, dictators. Yeah. Yes, he does call them dictators. That's true. Oh, Astro John, can you tell Dickers to look at topic suggestions when he's back? It looks interesting. Okay. Will do, Amanda. No, I said what I said. Dictators would be funny. You did, Medley. True. You did. Xylee was old and getting close anyway. You know what, Wookie? What about Reese? I don't know where Reese is. He's probably in bed. He's probably asleep. I have this idea. I want to make milk cartons with the pink Xylee on them. Neon, no. We are not making milk cartons with the pink Xylee on them. It's not happening. No. Sorry.
Hello, I'm back. Sorry.
Hello, sir. No, you're good. You're totally fine. I did have a message from you from Amanda in your chat. She told you to look at topic suggestions when you're back to it. Something interesting, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think that's unrelated, but yeah, that's interesting.
Oh, okay. All right. No, I was asked to tell you that, so I did.
Yeah. Yeah.
What were we talking about? Oh yeah, we were talking about wings. Okay, we were talking about Local Life. Go ahead. Your thoughts. Go for it.
Yes. So my take at the time was this sounds okay. This sounds more serious than maybe I gave it credit for initially. Wow. And then I didn't really know quite what to say. I was like, well, okay, this just seems kind of fucked. But the fact that even now I'm saying this is kind of fucked. At this point, if this becomes like a whole content thing of like, oh, maybe Wings just has to like put his face in a pie to get back on the show. It's like, okay, this is going to be like definitely a mark against, I guess, Keemstar and other people who are working on the project. Because at that point, it's if it's serious enough that you feel like he had to get like kicked off, it's like I don't know.
Yeah.
It just seems totally stupid, and it seems like they're never actually interested in whether Wings is or isn't, kind of in control of his kind of anger and emotions. Literally, this was always just like a content thing. Yeah. And so, yeah, that was my take. But obviously, I know you're I guess if you come from, I guess, Xylee's thing, or you've got like a thing of her, maybe not. But I personally, I would extend that to Xylee as well. If somebody's like involved in making that content, and yeah, I don't know. Not to say that she herself is like immoral or whatever, but it's just like, how much do you really care in the first place,
Right. Well, I think though too, that with the way that Xylee runs Rewind with Billy the Fred, I think that it's different in the sense that what Rewind does is that they just talk about stuff that has happened with the other shows and things like that. Xylee is fully aware of, like, I'm sure to a certain degree anyway, of everything that happens, and I think that she knows what she's doing. You know what I mean? But it's up to her on, she's obviously having fun. She's having a lot of fun with Billy. So it's kind of separate for her in that regard. And I think because she's not necessarily directly involved in the chaosness of that. And also, and I've talked about this though before, and I don't know if you know this, but Xylee and Keemstar have had a friendship or whatever you want to call it now for a number of years.
Yeah.
Yeah, they get along really, really well. And so Keemstar understands Xylee, and Xylee understands Keemstar to a certain degree, as weird as that sounds. But I don't know. I truthfully think that if they bring Wings back, kind of like how they brought Boogie back, they will. It's just going to be a matter of time. I'm waiting for it. I think they will.
You think so?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, probably. I feel like they've probably, I mean, thinking about it in terms of like, they're probably like waiting for the audience reaction, right?
Yeah.
They're probably trying to see like, they float the idea of Wings coming back. You know, we're considering it maybe, but really what they're just trying to say is like, okay, what do you guys think? Without obviously, you know, kind of directly asking it.
Yeah. No, I personally think that they will bring him back. Again, it could be tomorrow. Yeah, exactly. Nuclear. I'm calling it too. It could be a week from now. It could be whenever. But yeah. So, and Fat Camp just ended yesterday, so they're all going to be coming back at some point this week. So we'll see.
Yeah, I don't know. Just what sticks out in my mind is everybody gathered round in that like room, saying like, "Oh, I feel sick. I feel sick right now. This is so awful. I can't believe. I can't take this." And what? And then he comes back like a week later.
Yeah.
Like Tina was so like, you know, disgusted by the display that she had to like get up and like leave the room.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, was that real, or was that like ultimately like purely performance?
I think that's a good question, but I think with Tina though, I think that it probably was real. But again, I think with like Tina, people like Tina and Xylee and those who are not directly involved with the show but kind of are, but I don't know, it's weird. But I truthfully think that Keemstar will bring him back. I do. I think that if he can forgive Boogie for faking cancer, he can forgive Wings for this. Maybe. I don't know. It could change. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see what happens, I guess. How much better would have been if Wings had gotten to Keem instead? You know what, Wookie? No! Disavow! No! We do not allow violence, sir. I know you do.
It would have been content at the very least.
True.
No?
True. Well, it did get made into content when his hat got knocked off and his shiny bald head was showing, so I
Dude!
guess.
Oh my god. I was saying at the time, I was like, nah. There's no way this is fake. There's no way this is... if Keemstar's bald, shining fucking head is showing in this fucking scene, there is no way he has fucking orchestrated this.
No, I agree.
No.
Yeah. No. Oh, Wookie for 5 months. Kelly v. Wings Creator Clash 4 is gonna go off. You know what? Thank you for the membership, Wookie. I appreciate. My chat is savage. I'm sure yours is too. Good lord. Oh man.
I love it though.
Yeah, I really didn't have any other written down questions or anything. Oh, you know what? Okay, I'll ask you this. So you just hit 1K. We just kind of discussed that earlier. How does that feel to hit the 1K mark? How are you feeling with that, sir?
It feels good. It feels really good. It kind of feels like, obviously it's 1K. It's, you know, but it's, it feels like maybe from now on, I feel like I've done a lot of stuff just to kind of get to the point. And then maybe now I can think more intentionally about how I'm like doing stuff going forward and thinking about it perhaps like, you know, more professionally, or like, I'm doing this now. Is this what I want to be doing in terms of content? Is this sustainable, or is this like good quality stuff, or is this, you know, kind of cohesively, and especially how I organize things as well. It's like, okay, let's not just like cobble together like a solution for like how to get VODs out. Okay, what do I want my schedule to be? What do I, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like thinking how I like structure my content as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm really happy for it.
No, and that's awesome. Yeah.
Hopefully it continues.
Oh, it will. Yeah. It will. No,
Yeah.
I think that you have a dedicated, or you're starting to build up anyway, a dedicated audience and all of that. But speaking of like a dedicated audience in your channel, want to talk about what happened today on your stream?
What happened?
With Morale?
Oh, the argument. Yeah. Yeah, I guess because you kind of came in right at the end.
I did.
So I guess...
I did.
What did you think about that?
Oh boy, it was a hot mess. I really don't know the full context of it though. I think I do, but then again I don't. So this is, again, chat, this is what I was mentioning earlier at the beginning of the stream as to why Dickers was running a little bit behind. Because for those who were in his chat or heard and were there for the argument that it imploded. So you were covering something with Kinetic Kel. There was something that came up with her. She was doing a stream, or what was she doing exactly? Because I think I missed that part.
So she was doing a stream, but she'd been invited to join another streamer who was kind of doing an auditions for the Fish Tank, the next season of Fish Tank.
Okay.
And so she was on there as well, and Kel is kind of notorious for not being able to really, I guess, not really be able to like stand hate or pushback or kind of like negative attention. She's quite sensitive, but then she wants to be combative, but she can't really take the kind of combativeness when it comes back at her. So she can kind of dish it out, but she can't take it, I guess, is probably the best way to put it.
Okay.
And so the question was, why the fuck is she trying to get involved with the fish tank audience? Like, she's getting drunk. She's like making out with the guy that she's like streaming with, has known him for like a day or whatever. A little bit kind of like, I guess, embarrassing. Or it didn't have to be embarrassing, but then people are calling Kel saying like, why are you doing this? You should probably end stream. There's N-words on TTS going off. It's like, oh my god, this is TOS. This is going to be TOS on YouTube. You need to da-da-da, right? And it kind of, I think some of it was, the drama that kind of span out from that was Morale kind of was watching it and was, I think, a little bit, despite the fact that they've had their differences, a little bit concerned for Kel and saying that, well, this is like, what is she doing? This is like dangerous. She's putting herself in a dangerous situation and was quite concerned for her being drunk, making out with this guy. She's on, I guess like Fish Tank Live. The whole situation kind of made him a little bit concerned. Whereas a lot of other people were just kind of laughing at it. And then, the kind of drama span out from there. People were asking why Morale had that kind of take and why maybe he was like taking it so seriously or so concerned for her, or especially when he's, they've had their disagreements, and so maybe he's given her a bit of negative attention. So why is he so concerned when it's happening now? When maybe he's contributed to that in the past? It's a big situation, but ultimately, I don't know. Yeah.
Well,
I guess that's it summarized quite well.
From what you, and that did, absolutely. But I do have another, because again, from what I know, I don't know very much about Kel besides from what people have talked about with her. We've brought her up before when she talked to Himpleton, which was, I think, earlier this year. I think that was like in January or something like that. It wasn't that long ago.
When she interviewed him and then got Becca on the call, right?
Yeah, that one. Yeah. But I had heard of her before. I think before that from I think she did an interview with Tommy C, and she did an interview with, I think, like Kristen Ark and different people like that. But I don't really know very much about her, again, like I said, because of what's been talked about. I do know to a certain degree, and I don't know all of the facts with it, that her and Morale have like a friendship. Is that the best way to put it? Or are
they did.
They did.
They did, but then I'm trying to think how to put it diplomatically that both of them would be happy with like how I'm describing it. I feel like at some point, Morale is got a little bit of detachment from this stuff, like I'd say a healthy level of detachment, where sure, he's a streamer and people kind of know him and he might associate with people, but these people aren't his friends. He's not friends with people online. He kind of keeps I would say a healthy kind of, healthy detachment from it. Well, it seems like, I mean, to this day, doesn't seem to have like a healthy detachment. So he would like bring her on live and maybe like kind of be like shit talking and be nasty and maybe take the piss out of her and da-da-da. But eventually, at the end of the day, Kel's not his friend. And he kept trying to reiterate to Kel that we are not friends, blah, 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 blah.
Gotcha.
Anyway, it got a little bit weird. It kind of blew up over some drama that Kel had with Colton.
Yes,
if you remember that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so that kind of, drew stuff along.
And she was involved with Aiden, too, at one point, wasn't she?
Aiden and Morale at the same time kind of were talking to her or whatever. In fact, I guess that's probably the first drama, even before I started streaming, that I kind of got involved with. Because I was, believe it or not, I was on Kel's side during that drama. So I was friendly with Kel during that time. And I was kind of one of the only people kind of speaking in defense of her. But now I don't know. Things have changed now. I don't really like her anymore. But yeah. Or it's not even that I don't like her. It just, she'd lie or she'd kind of misrepresent things, but then she wouldn't really like take accountability for it, or she just seemed very kind of skittish and like she just seemed like a little bit of a liability, I guess. To herself, or to, if you had like an association with her, it would just be she wouldn't be honest, and then she would like change her mind on things, and then she would maybe, I guess she was erratic, and you couldn't really, I guess, rely on her. For me, it was just a concern that eventually something would blow up and something would happen. Although at the time I was just starting to stream, and I started getting some of that, because then I supported her. And then people were like, no, you don't know this, you don't know that. Here's this evidence, here's that evidence. Oh, okay, she has lied about quite a lot. And she's kind of misrepresented things. Because then I had conversations with her in private about things. And she'd represent one thing to me. And I'd basically be shown like evidence of DMs that kind of showed the other. And it's like, oh, okay. this is getting a little bit weird. And then we'd have a call, and she'd seem very erratic, and she'd kind of freak out as we were talking together. It's like, oh, this is just a huge mess. This is getting way too, never mind. Then I think her feelings kind of got hurt by that. So initially I was just totally neutral with her, but I think she kind of took a little bit of like a negative, her feelings got hurt because, I mean, like I said earlier, she thought that we were friends. And so it's like I, as a friend, had betrayed her. Despite the fact that, I told her multiple times, we aren't friends. People online aren't your friends. You need to stop thinking that, and,
Yeah.
But I think that's basically it. That might be more than you want to know, though.
No. No, that's okay. No, because like I said, I only know of her based upon like what, Morale has talked about, what Aiden has brought up, what you've talked about, what, different people like that. But I do have a question, actually. This is from Purple Popprint. She wanted me to ask you about the show that you're doing after this.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so you know who Reservoir is, don't you?
Yes and no. I've seen you cover him before, but I don't know him fully, no.
That's fair. I mean, just to, I guess, give you a catch-up, whatever. Kind of Twitch poll guy who's started to come over into, like, the drama space, although he's been here for quite a while. Me, Morale, I guess Chud Logic, women have, like, some of association with him, or kind of, like, know about the guy. He's pretty cool. He's gives pretty, like, level-headed takes on stuff.
Okay.
He is bringing back a Twitch classic. Did you ever watch what was it called? The Raj Chiller.
Raj Chiller?
It was an old Twitch show back in the day where it'd basically be, you'd have a bunch of lads who'd go on, and there'd be one girl. And the whole thing is like, it's a game show to like, see who can be the last one. Who's the lady gonna pick?
God.
Yeah. And so it was decent content, okay? It was good content back in the day, and Reservoir is bringing it back. So I think he got in touch with Kel to try and see if she'd be interested in co-hosting. And it's Kel's friend Zoe who's going to be there. But there's been a little bit of drama around that as well, which has been interesting. It's been interesting.
Oh god.
Yeah, I mean, especially with her, I guess her decisions over the last few days, getting the attention of like Fish Tank, who maybe is, hasn't got maybe the kind of attention that people want. Some people have pulled out, which has been interesting because I think a few people have realized that a lot of the contestants are just people who like talk in Kel's like chat. So Rezi's picked some people. He's got some like relatively big Twitch people.
Really? Wow.
And then, he did. I don't know if they've pulled out actually, but I don't want to say who just in case it did get pulled out. But they, So he's got some like relatively big, or at least very least notable, like Twitch people, kind of involved. He's got a lot of the commentary people, or like notable personalities in and around commentary.
Really? Oh wow!
Yeah.
Oh wow! And this is all happening tonight.
Oh yeah.
Oh boy.
It's gonna be good. Yeah. But it seems like Kel has picked like her like chatters, or like I think a couple of her mobs, and there's been drama around exactly who she's picked up. Because I think one of the guys has gone on weird sprees against Morale, calling him a pedophile.
Oh Jesus!
And trying to like convince people that Morale's a pedophile. And so Morale was almost like pulling out. But after Kel's like going on Fish Tank, I think a lot of her chatters have said like, guys, can we all agree that we don't want, we don't want shout outs from the show. We don't want shout outs from the show. It's like, well, shout outs are the only thing that any of the streamers are getting out of this. What? But obviously for their socials to be shouted out, they've requested their like personal social media accounts with their full names. It's like, okay, it sounds like you don't want to be a public figure. So yeah. But yeah.
And when is that happening? What time? So we can promote it and shout it out.
I think it's happening in 7 minutes. Oh my god.
Oh shoot. Okay. All right. Well, we'll wrap it up here. Oh. I am so sorry. Yeah, we'll go ahead and wrap it up here then if you gotta get...
No, it's my bad. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. That's totally fine. We will go ahead and wrap it up here, so we'll go ahead and promote that. Is it on YouTube or where is it at? I think Purple sent me the link for it.
It's gonna be on YouTube and Kick on Reservoir's channel. So it's youtube.com/Reservoir, kick.com/Reservoir. Yeah. Or Resi on YouTube.
Gotcha. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, she sent me the link for it. I think that this is it. So, Okay, all right, we'll spam that in chat. So yeah, go check that out, chat, if you guys want to go watch that real quick. Yeah, go for it. Thank you, Purple, for the link.
Lovely
I appreciate
stuff.
you. Thank you. Yeah, we'll go ahead and wrap it up here, but I do have like just a couple of more questions. These are just random questions, or not random, excuse me. These are questions that we ask all of our guests here that are willing to come on here. Thank you, by the way, for coming on here tonight. I hope that this has been fun, and I hope that you've enjoyed yourself at least.
It's been a lot of fun.
But I do have just again, like I said, these are just questions that we ask all of our guests. So this is just lightning round. Here we go. Was there ever an event in your life that you couldn't explain?
Yes.
Fuck.
I went through like a period. Well, yes, but it might be too personal, so I'll say no.
Gotcha. Okay. Gotcha. Okay.
Whoops.
No, that's all right. That's not a problem at all. Let me figure out the other one. If that's too personal, then I totally understand. Okay. If you could go anywhere in the world, any time period, where would you like to visit?
America, during the Revolutionary War.
Ooh, that's a good one. I don't think we've heard that one before. Have you ever been to America at all?
I have, yeah, a couple times.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It's just I like the history. I like kind of like American political philosophy. Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, fair enough. What's the most interesting thing you've read or seen this week? Either commentary related or world events?
The US is joining the Empire again. That's right. We're coming back. King Charles, His Royal Majesty, is coming through, and he's going to ask Donald Trump soon to join the Commonwealth. Basically, what we renamed the Empire. Okay? And Trump, just at the mention that this might happen, is going, oh my god, I love King Charles, yes please. So, yeah, you guys are joining the Empire again, I'm sorry to say.
Oh, I did not know this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I did not know this at all. That's really fun. Joining the Empire. You know what? I've heard that from...
Sorry to tell you.
I've heard that from Beckett. I've heard that from Reese, and now you. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I'm forgetting one. Our other buddy, British Runner. Do you know who British Runner is?
I've heard the name, yeah.
Yeah, and British Runner, yes. God damn it. No, that I did not know, but that's funny. Last thing, what's your favorite place to eat or type of cuisine? Don't say it if it's like a specific restaurant, it could potentially dox you. So yeah.
I really fucking like Lebanese food. The way that they do like rice and stuff is super good, and then the way they cook meat is amazing. And just having Lebanese food with like a gorgeous like lamb or like steak kind of platter, and then with like Persian rice, and then with a red wine. That is so fucking good. So fucking good. Yeah.
That does sound good. Yeah. I'm prone
Not
to...
even fancy either. It's super cheap usually.
Oh, really? You know what? We have a I'm prone to Greek food now. Greek food is actually really, really good. I don't think that I've had Lebanese food yet. I don't think I have. No. You know
it's
what?
super good.
Yeah.
You're missing out if you haven't.
I don't know if we have any. I'm sure that we probably do. It's probably like deep in St. Louis. I'm sure that we do somewhere. I'll find it. I'm sure that we have something similar to it. But all right, sir. Well, you got to get going. You got like 2 minutes. But real quick.
Yeah, exactly.
Anything that you want to promote real quick before you head out?
YouTube.com/Dickers, Kick.com/Dickers, Twitch.com/DickersTV, X.com/DickersTV. Thank you very much.
Alrighty, Dickers. Well, thank you so much. And for those who want to follow him, go check out the stream that he's going to be on with. How do you pronounce his name? Reservoir? Is that how it?
Reservoir, yeah.
Yeah, Reservoir. Right. Okay, go check that out, Dickers. Thank you again so much. Appreciate you, sir. Welcome back anytime. Talk to you again soon.
Talk to you again soon.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Well, that was fun, chat. That was a lot of fun, actually. Yay. That was really cool. That was really, really cool. Thank you again, Dickers, for coming on here. I appreciate it so much. You guys